Tonight, warnings and wintry weather continues across southern Ontario. The message around the dangerous drive. Plus, it's Bell Let's Talk Day, the importance of taking a moment for mental health, and the message from advocates. And a treasure up for auction. The century-old hockey cards you could get your hands on and how much they're going for. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here with us. We begin with another day of warnings and wintry weather. It's making for slick conditions on the roads with more snow expected through tonight. CTV's Spencer Turcotte speaks with some experts in keeping safe on the roads.
There's some ice.
Before driving lessons even begin, Young Drivers of Canada instructor Keith Chin tells his students a circle check is a must, especially when there is snow and ice buildup.
Look around. Make sure your windshield and your roof is ice or snow free.
This year's weather has made things extra tricky.
We've been getting a lot of cancellations of road tests, which is a disappointment for a lot of students because they want to get their license before the spring.
When snow and freezing rain starts to fall, there is one thing that Keith keeps at the top of his list to remind students of.
Well, we need to slow our speed down, and I would say much lower, like 5 to 10 kilometers lower. Again, it depends on the road conditions.
He also emphasizes the importance of a safe following distance in slick conditions because the time it takes for your vehicle to stop increases.
We try to keep at least a 3 to 4 second distance from the car in front of us, especially when we're coming into an intersection, when we're slowing down.
I'm going to leave some distance or space.
It's something OPP Sergeant Ed Sanchuk said drivers were not doing on Wednesday as roads began getting messy.
People, too, are, again, riding each other's bumpers. They're trying to pass unsafely. Listen, if you want to end up in a ditch or become involved in a crash, that's a good way to do that.
He didn't mince words as he explained the factors contributing to crashes across southern Ontario, echoing some defensive driving tips, such as if your vehicle starts to slide.
Take your foot off that gas pedal, steer yourself out of that slide, and just take your time. Don't stare at the ditch. Don't stare at anywhere else except where you want to go.
He adds it's also a great idea to pack an emergency kit in the event you break down, crash, or have to pull over until conditions improve. Both police and Young Drivers of Canada hitting home the point that it's better to take your time in order to get to your destination safely rather than not get there at all. Spencer Turcotte, CTV News Kitchener.
And Ashley's here as we take a deeper look at that forecast. Of course, good message around driving safely out there today. It is messy.
It has been a little bit messy today. The good news is the warning that was here for our region in Waterloo, Kitchener-Waterloo, has been lifted.
That's good.
So, that big snowfall, we didn't really accumulate too much here directly, but we did see, of course, lots of snow throughout the afternoon.
We'll take the positives, Ash.
We'll take the positives. It's not too bad, but there are still some warnings to talk to you about. Let's take a look at our boards, and we'll see up near Tobermory, you're going to still see around 10 to 20 centimeters by Thursday morning, accompanied by 40 to 60 kilometer-an-hour winds. So unfortunately, you folks have dealt with so much snow over the last few weeks, and there's still more to come. Right now in Waterloo region, -3, feeling closer to around -10 with the wind chill. South by southwest winds at 22 kilometers an hour. So not too bad. Definitely the warmest part of the week because we are about to get really cold again. I'll have those details coming up shortly.
Okay, Ash, sounds good. Thank you. A Guelph-Eramosa woman is pushing for safety changes at a rural intersection after she was involved in a crash there. She launched a petition online after she and her kids were hurt in the December 18th incident at the intersection of Highway 6 and Wellington Road 22. Just days later, another collision happened in the same spot, renewing the call for more safety measures and for them to be implemented right away. The petition has more than 5,500 signatures.
I'm hoping to see changes like within days, not weeks or months. I appreciate that the MTO is now giving some guidance as to things that they are considering, but there's been no timelines, and that's not enough for me. I think people deserve more than that.
The Ministry of Transportation says enhanced signage and flashing stop signs are currently in place, with a roundabout planned and construction expected to start in 2026. But these residents say there needs to be immediate action to stop these types of crashes from happening. Okay, quick break. We'll tell you what you need to know. First, test your TV knowledge tonight at AOK Bar in Kitchener. They're hosting a Brooklyn Nine-Nine trivia night. No reservation needed. The fun starts at 8 p.m. And we will take a live look outside here in the area of South Kitchener. Ash, I got to say one thing about today.
Yes.
Very nice to get a break from those cold temperatures. I know you said that we're in for it, though. They're coming back.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I'll be the bearer of bad news coming up a little later. But for now, get out and enjoy what you can while you can. The snow has stopped. The temperatures aren't too bad. And it's going to last only for a few more hours.
Go outside. Enjoy it. Stay with us. We'll be right back. It is the 16th annual Bell Let's Talk Day, a chance to highlight and raise awareness around mental health. This year's theme is taking a moment for mental health, urging people to make self-care a priority and to check in on others. Let's discuss more with Helen Fishburne, the CEO of the Waterloo Wellington chapter of the Canadian Mental Health Association. Hi, Helen. It's so great to see you.
Always great to see you, Leanne. Thanks for inviting me on.
Of course, this is a big day for you folks as well. We know that Bell has kind of shifted the conversation when it comes to mental health over the years. So I'm curious, how have you seen things change and what's the landscape look like right now from your perspective?
Yeah, we know we're living in a very complicated world, right? There's a lot of very difficult news that we're digesting pretty well every day. And even though we've come out of a pandemic, the world is just not getting any easier. So really, this kind of chronic uncertainty and fear, it just weighs heavy on people. It's a lot for people to hold and carry. So although it's only one day, Bell Let's Talk Day is really an amazing nationwide campaign that reaches millions of Canadians with a single message, and that is your mental health matters. So please pay attention to it. So we've really seen a really significant effort to reduce stigma. And as you know, that's the biggest barrier that we have to people reaching out to care, continues to be the biggest barrier. So it's also encouraged people to, inspire one another to take action and help create a Canada in our local community where everyone can access the care they need. We know there's still not enough care for people, but honestly, this campaign really continues to put the spotlight on that.
A report that came out recently shows mental health is actually deteriorating rapidly amongst people who live in Toronto. What are you seeing here on the local level? Yeah,
and unfortunately, it's no different here locally. We know that the affordability crisis continues to be extremely hard for people to navigate. There are daily financial pressures that people are managing. There are, people are really one paycheck away from financial crisis. And you can imagine how heavy that weighs on parents. And of course, children who are living in those homes experience their parents' stress and worry too. It's really, really been a very challenging time. And we're seeing that through our calls into Here 24/7, through our walk-in services, through our 988 crisis volumes, and just the reach outs that people are making across our community, whether it's our counseling partners or our family doctors. So unfortunately, Leanne, I'd love to say that, the needs are different this year, but when you look around the world and how complicated it is, it's really no surprise that it becomes a very difficult and heavy issue for people to navigate.
And Helen, I think a big thing is, of course, everyone deals with different struggles in their day-to-day lives. Yes. I'm curious, do you have some strategies you can provide that people can implement daily, maybe, to help ease anxiety and regulate their nervous system?
Well, it's a really good point. So when you think about the theme today for Bell Let's Talk, which is take a moment, if you're a parent or a caregiver, we first of all want you to take that moment for yourself. Check in with yourself. Being a parent and a caregiver, whether it's a young child or an aging parent, it's not easy. So practicing self-compassion or just taking a moment to go for a walk is so important. We also want, as parents, to take moments for our kids, right? Just to sit at the table, or if you're driving in the car somewhere, to really check in with your kids and listen. not necessarily try and solve problems, but just hold space with our kids. And then the other thing we are really encouraging is for all of us to take a moment for our community. Our community is struggling in ways that we've never seen before. So how, as a community member, can we help? Are there people that we can reach out to? Can we volunteer somewhere? Can we make a meal for someone and leave it on their doorstep? Those are the kinds of things we really want people to consciously think about. And of course, it's not just today, but it's every day. But those are some easy and very simple things: journaling, doing yoga, going for walks, doing a group text chat where you're really talking with supportive people throughout the day even. Simple things, but meaningful things.
I think the underlying message there is we are stronger together, Helen. I just want to lastly touch on resources quickly before I let you go. How can people seek support if they do need it?
It's a really good question, Leanne, because even though the theme this year is take a moment, and we all need to take that moment, it almost feels a bit trivial to just have that as our theme, just given the complexity and the challenges that we know and see and experience every day. So if you're taking a moment and you're connecting and you're getting that informal support, that is wonderful. But we also know that people need more than that. You might need to see a social worker. You might need to attend a group therapy session. You might need to talk to your family doctor about your anxiety or why you're not sleeping. All of those things are such important steps for us to take care of our wellness. So as always, Here 24/7, which is our front door into mental health and addictions, is literally available 24/7. You can call us. You can show up at one of our CMHA offices, as well as our 988 crisis service. So you can text or call 988 if you're really feeling unsafe or at risk. That service is also available 24/7. And as always, our partners in mental health and addictions, Front Door, our counseling collaborative, our family doctors across the network, our youth wellness hubs. There are so many places that people can show up, can reach out to. And I know it takes courage to do that, but I think our community just needs to know there's a lot of caring professionals on the other side of that call that are really here to help you and support you through whatever challenges you might have.
Well, it's great to know that support is there, Helen. An important message to highlight today, but not just today, every day, year-round. Helen Fishburn is the CEO of the Waterloo-Wellington chapter of the Canadian Mental Health Association. Helen, thanks so much for all you do and for joining us today.
Thanks, Leanne, and hope you can take a moment as well.
Just up here giggling the whole commercial break. There's something in the water today. There's something wrong with us.
I think it's the winter cabin fever that's setting in a little bit.
I don't know what's going on. We have this like Friday feeling on a Wednesday.
Yes. I mean, we got to get through the week, right? So why not make it feel like Friday?
We got to have a little fun here.
A little bit of fun, absolutely.
All right, especially because the weather outside, not so fun. We have seen extreme cold. We've seen plenty of snowfall.
Yes.
And there's more cold weather on the way.
Yes, we've had a nice little break today. I mean, we didn't get as much snow as we thought we could, but we did get some. Let's take a look outside at some of these snowbanks that are starting to form everywhere. I think everyone's wondering, where are we going to put it if we get more? And to be honest, I don't know. I am also trying to find spots around my home to put more and more snow as it continues to consistently fall throughout this winter season. Good news is the alerts that we had for our region have now ended. So there's no more snowfall warnings for the Waterloo region and around. However, there still is one snow squall warning in effect, and that's near Tobermory, areas north of Lions Head. You're expected to see around 10 to 20 more centimeters by Thursday morning. With that, 40 to 60 kilometer-an-hour winds. So it's not quite out of the woods yet. This is the system that is currently plaguing our region. We're going to continue to see flurry activities, of course, just with the blend the wind blowing the snow around. So we will still see some whiteout conditions along roadways in some spots. And of course, crews are trying to keep up clearing what fell earlier today. So do have your patience if you're out on the roads this evening on your way home. Let's look at some temperatures across the country. On the west coast, we're looking at -8 in Prince George. Saskatoon is sitting at a comfortable -14, but -28 in Thompson right now. Very, very cold conditions indeed. In Timmins, Sudbury, -6, Toronto at -1. On the east coast, Labrador City, a very cold -29 with wind chill right now between -45 and 50 they're feeling in that region. So by comparison, our -3 is like summer. Not too bad. That is normal for our time of year. We are sitting at -10 with the wind chill. Overnight, temperatures will dip a little bit to -8, sitting closer to -16 with wind chill. So that isn't too bad. It's actually above seasonal for this time of year. Tomorrow, -8 is our expected high with around a 60% chance for flurries. Looking at our almanac, the great news here, we're getting more daylight. Sun rising at 7:49 p.m. and setting at 5:18 p.m. I'll take that all day long. Okay, let's take a look at our 5-day forecast for Waterloo region. Cold temperatures returning by Friday. I want you to take a special look at the overnight conditions. -26 by Friday night. Saturday not faring much better. It's not going to warm up too much, but the good news is the sun will make an appearance before snow sets back in on Sunday. Leanne.
Okay, Ash, thanks. Okay, here's what's trending. I definitely want to take this game in. The Toronto Blue Jays home opener, just over 2 months away. Tickets go on sale Thursday.
And a swing and a fly ball to left field. Back goes Arozarena. She's gone!
With last season's incredible World Series run still fresh in the minds of fans, the Jays will return home March 27th to host the Athletics. The team will get another chance to celebrate winning the American League Championship with a special pregame ceremony at the home opener. This year is extra special, too, because the team is celebrating its 50th season, which, of course, means a new logo on merch. While single game tickets for the upcoming season go on sale Thursday, season ticket holders get access tomorrow.
50 seasons means something. Something special. Cementing generational memories with more to come.
And that is season ticket holders getting access today, I believe. Okay, with the special milestone, the team is adding that patch to their jerseys. It's been introduced featuring the original bird head logo, a maple leaf, and a 5 in the original split font. It will be worn on all uniforms except for the City Connect jerseys, but will be on the players' caps for those games. This season's promotional schedule will also honor the club's history and current AL championship team. Okay, stay with us. We have more coming up after the break, but before we go, here's what you need to know. If you want to learn more about K-pop dance, the Underdog Dance Corp in Waterloo is hosting a drop-in night tomorrow from 6:30 to 7:30. Tickets and registration is online. Stay with us.
Murdered in Mexico.
He was sleeping next to her body.
A family torn apart.
I just want to know what happened that night.
After her boyfriend is found not guilty.
I have never seen anything like this.
Watch Saturday at 7 on CTV and Crave.
Here's the final 5 stories we're keeping an eye on today. TikTok will be able to keep running its offices in Canada for now after the federal court set aside an order for the social media company to wind down its operations. The federal government told TikTok to close its offices in Canada back in 2024. It cited national security concerns surrounding TikTok's Chinese parent company, but it did not block access to the app for users. TikTok appealed the decision, and a judge overturned the order today, sending it back for another government review. TikTok says it welcomes the move and looks forward to working with the industry minister. Well, the snow and ice keep coming, but salt and ice melter remain hard to find. Some road crews are rationing the amount of salt they are putting down on city streets. And salt or ice melter for personal use can be hard to find with supply going quick at local retail stores. With frigid temperatures here, some products work better than others. Jeff Pickle will bring us more on that coming up in the next hour. The Northern Lights have been quite active recently, and there was another display of nature's wonder early today. A dazzling display caught on camera by an airport camera in western Greenland this morning. The sky was seen illuminated by green lights for at least an hour. The aurora borealis results from solar storms emitting high-speed charged particles colliding with gases in Earth's atmosphere. The Northern Lights usually occurred near the Arctic from around September to April. Some century-old hockey cards are up for auction in New Hamburg, two of them already with $17,000 bids. Miller & Miller Auctions is auctioning off 51 hockey cards from the 1924 Champs Cigarettes hockey set. A Windsor man actually found them in 1988 and kept them in a safety deposit box until now. The set includes the original Stanley Cup card along with desirable rookie cards.
The Stanley Cup is a pretty incredible card. Some people would throw around the word holy grail for hockey cards in terms of pre-war hockey. I'm not surprised to see it at $17,000, and even the other cards like Hap Day's a sort of a household name in the Toronto sports community, and this is his rookie card. So, you know, the bidding has been spirited, and I'm happy to see it.
At 6, Colton Weens will have the story of how the cards were kept over the 100 years and how they were almost thrown out. And finally for us, a hot meal, something many of us take for granted. And in Cambridge, it's the focus of a regular gathering that's helping the community in more ways than one. Cambridge Neighborhood Table welcomes anyone, regardless of their financial or housing situation, to come out, share a meal, and hopefully make some lasting connections.
If everyone's had a first round, there's always seconds. And it's really nice like that. Or if you bring a container, you could take a little bit home.
If they come and see us on Monday, we don't want them eating the same thing on Friday. So we will alternate between chicken, turkey, pastas, soups, whatever we can get our hands on. A lot of it is based on what is available at the food bank.
The program relies on volunteers, various grants over the years, and even private donations. There are multiple meals each week throughout January at 4 rotating locations. If you're interested in finding out more information on that, we have the full story up over on our website, ctvnewskitchener.ca. That's it for us. We're back at the top of the hour. We'll see you then. For now, over to CTV National. Have a great night. Stay safe out there on the roads.